What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Joe's Card Stash, and this is my second episode of my UFC update. I got some good feedback from my first episode, and I'm just going to keep going with it, and hopefully you guys dig them and keep them rolling. Once again, as always, like, subscribe, notifications, all that stuff really help me out, and any comments you can give me about what you think I'm doing right, what you think I'm doing wrong, I really appreciate it. You guys did great last time, keep it up. And from there, let's get into it. Let's talk some UFC cards. Let's go. The first thing I want to talk about is recent fights. 2022 started off strong. We've had some really, really good fights. The first fight of 2022, or the first fight card, was Fight Night with Calvin Kattar versus Giga Chikadze. I'm not going to go too much into the card. I don't think the undercard was very good, but the main card was really good. Kattar versus Giga was something I was really interested in. Giga's been one of the fighters in 2021 Prism, one of the rookies that had a lot of hype. A lot of people thought he was just going to steamroll his way to a title fight, and I thought personally that he was gonna beat Calvin Kattar no problem. I thought this was a bump in the road. But Calvin Kattar had different ideas, man. He beat the fuck out of Giga. Giga looked like he got jumped by 10 dudes at the end of this fight. And what does that mean for the hobby? As far as Giga's cards, I don't think it's huge. I think he's going to take a hit. His hype train has definitely gone down a little bit. But he's, still young. I think he's going to be a fighter coming up that's probably going to do well going forward. I don't have many of his cards, and I'm going to wait and see for a little bit with him, but Calvin Kattar really proved to people, don't sleep on me. And it was very similar to Juliana Pena. Before the fight, his cards were at nothing. No one really gave a shit about him. And right after the fight, his cards went up. I'm talking about, the more rare stuff, the color, the, zebras and stuff like that. They really went up a lot because he beat this guy that no one thought he could beat. So once again, showing that, if you have a fighter that you think could upset one of these young hype guys, it's a really good buy. Maybe pick up a couple of those cards before the fight and see what happens, because I think you could have made some money there. I obviously don't have any Calvin Kattar cards. I might have some, but nothing crazy. But, the people that really have some big cards probably did well and probably made some money. From there, we went to the big event of January, which is UFC 270. This one was gigantic. I was waiting for this for months. You had Ciryl Gane facing off against Francis Ngannou. We'll get into that one first because that was the biggest fight of the night. It wasn't the greatest fight, but honestly, it was crazy to see those two gigantic, amazing fighters face off. And Ngannou won. Ngannou proved to everybody that, no matter what, he's a warrior. He's fighting the UFC at the same time he's fighting Ciryl Gane, and everyone wondered if he would be able to last past the second round. He did, and he threw Gane on his back, which is crazy. And he did it with a torn MCL. It came out the dude's amazing. He's such a warrior. I have so much respect for Francis Ngannou, and honestly, after this fight, I don't think much has changed. I think Ciryl Gane is still a huge prospect. He got beat here, but Ngannou lost against Stipe in the very beginning. He's young, he's going to get better, and maybe his prices went down a little bit, but I still don't think they're, people know he's still good. And Ngannou was always a legend, and this just cemented the fact that he's a legend. The problem is the UFC seems to hate him right now, and I don't know that he has a future in the UFC, so I don't know what's going to happen with his cards. If you guys want to listen to something amazing, go to the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani. He interviews Francis Ngannou right after the fight and talks about, his contract negotiations with Dana White and what he's been going through, and it's a fascinating interview. And it really gave me the utmost respect for Ngannou. He's standing by his principles. He thinks fighters need a lot more contract negotiation leverage and payment and stuff like that, and he's willing to stand up for that stuff, so I back him fully. It's a great interview. It's really one of the best interviews I've heard. It's the MMA Hour the Monday after the big UFC 270. And then the other fights from that card were Brandon Moreno versus Davison Figueiredo, the co-main event. That actually was a better fight. That was a great fight. Anytime those guys face off against each other, they're so evenly matched. It's so fun to watch, and it's been a draw. Brandon won the last one, and then Davison won this one. And a lot of people think that maybe Moreno won, but I don't think so. I think Figueiredo really won this. Like, he knocked Moreno down a bunch of times.
No, please.
He just neutralized him with leg kicks. I think Moreno's really got to work on his leg kick defense. But it was really fun to watch. I enjoyed it. I hope they fight again. There's talk about a fourth fight, so I would be all for it. The other one from that card that really stood out to me was Cody Stamann versus Said Nurmagomedov. Terrible with these names, sorry. Said impressed the shit out of me. I mean, he submitted Cody in like 40 seconds. And he's another one of these guys from, that whole area of Georgia and Dagestan and stuff like that. These guys are just killers, man. And Said has a rookie card in Prism, and I have a base card, but I'm looking for more because he really impressed me. I think he's going to be a big problem in the UFC. I think he's going to be something special. So after that performance, I'm looking for Said cards. And so, yeah, that's everything we've had so far. And then coming up, we have some really good stuff in February. We have UFC 271, which is Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. That's going to be an amazing fight. The first fight they had was great. I know Izzy is always, a favorite, but Robert gave him a good fight in the first fight, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is closer than people think. It's another one where I think, if you can find Robert Whittaker cards on the cheap, you might want to do it just in case there's a crazy upset, because he's got some hands, and, if he catches Izzy's hard to catch, but if he catches Izzy, who knows? Also on that card, you have, this is a personal one, Alex Perez versus Matt Schnell. The reason I say it's personal is because I have a really big Matt Schnell card. One of the biggest cards I've ever pulled in Select was a Zebra Matt Schnell. And another cool thing about Matt is that he's a big card collector. He's on forums, he's on group breaks, talking to people. So he really loves cards, and that's obviously I love that. So I back Matt Schnell. I really hope he wins this fight, and not to mention I have his card and it's at PSA right now. So hopefully he wins. Hopefully I get a good grade. And we'll see where it goes from there. Then there's 2 fight nights in February. One is RDA, Rafael Dos Anjos versus Rafael Fiziev. Again, this is a personal one. I have a really big RDA card. I've been a big fan of RDA because he's come through where I work. At Ruka, he's trained in our gym, so I photographed him, and so I wanted to buy one of his cards, and I got a white sparkle card that is, it's got a SGC 10. It's a really nice card, so I'm hoping he wins just because I have a great card, and it makes me want to back him. And he's a good fighter. He's kind of up there in his career, but and I've heard Fiziev is amazing, so who knows? But I'm rooting for RDA in that one. And the last fight night of February is Beneil Dariush versus Islam Makhachev. Islam is another, like Khamzat, just a huge hype train. He's, the second coming of Khabib. So I'm excited to watch him fight. I think he has non-Panini cards. He has some Topps cards. He was a rookie in some of the top sets, but I don't have any of those. I think he might be a rookie in 2022 Prism, so, I'm hopeful I'm going to open a bunch of that, so I'm hoping to, catch some Islam cards, and I'm excited to watch him fight, so that'll be another good one. And that's it for February. There's a lot of fights that have been announced, but I'm going to go into those as we move along in the year. So looking for more good stuff from the UFC, and we'll see what comes up next. Okay, so for our next segment, this is kind of a new one. This is I'm calling it Who I'm Buying. And these are fighters that I'm really into right now, and people I want to invest in, and just want to share, who I'm looking for, who I'm purchasing, and where my head's at, why I'm thinking these things. And so right now we're in a weird place. 2022 Prism's not coming out for another 2 or 3 weeks, so we're still looking at the 2021, Panini products, your Prism, Select, Immaculate, Chronicles, stuff like that. And for me, I'm not loaded. You know, I don't have a ton of money. I'm not able to buy the Kamzats, the Yuri Prokoshkas, the Cyril Gans, you know, the really hot rookies. I just don't have the cash for what they're going for. So what I started doing was looking at some other guys, some other rookies in those products that are like not as expensive, but I think they might be able to do some good stuff. And the first guy that I really got excited about is this guy right here, Merab Davashvili. He is another rookie in Prism, and I think he's really, really talented, and I don't think he has the hype that a lot of those other guys do, but I think he's up there and that he might be able to become champ one day and really do something. And yeah, so I think I'm able to buy some things now at a good price, like this teal Prism I was able to find on eBay for a good price. It's really well centered, it looks really good. I'm gonna get it graded and just kind of hope that he can do something from here, and this is a good investment. He's hurt right now, he just hurt his shoulder. So they're not thinking he's going to fight for a while. So that's actually probably good for me. I think, you know, I want to take my time with this card, and hopefully when he comes back, he keeps crushing, he keeps doing what he's been doing, and this card will go up and it'll be a good investment. So that's who I've bought so far. I have a couple other guys that I'm looking for, but I haven't found the cards I'm looking for, and they're also from 2021 Prism. The other two guys are Saeed Nurmagomedov, who I just mentioned in the earlier segment. He just fought at UFC 270 and really, really impressed me. And his prices aren't too bad. So I'm trying to find, you know, a good colored Prism card of his rookie card, one that's in good shape that I might be able to get graded. And so I'm just looking at auctions and stuff like that. I'm trying to find something kind of low. He's pretty expensive, and especially since that fight, he's gone up a little bit. But I'm keeping my eye out. The other person is Magomed Ankalaev. He's in Prism and Select. He might be in some other sets, but those are the two I'm looking for. Same thing. He's expensive, but he's not like Kamzat Yuri expensive. He's still really, really good, and he's not a terrible price. So looking for, you know, some serial number cards of him as well at a good price. That's someone else I'm investing in. I'm really interested in what you guys think. Who are you looking at? You know, let me know in the comments who you think are good investments right now. And I'm very excited. The 2022 checklist for Prism should come out soon, and I'm gonna do a special probably episode of this UFC update just on that, just talking about, you know, the rookies that are coming out and who I'm gonna invest in. All right, now for our next segment, which is a product highlight. This one's going to be 2021 Select. 2021 UFC Select is one of my favorite products. I think I like it better than Prism. I think they're nicer looking cards. The checklist isn't so gigantic. You know, they really like whittled it down to the really best fighters. And I just think it's a great product. You know, I love the parallels. I love so many things about it. So yeah, probably my favorite product. UFC 2021 Select came out on July 30th, 2021. The hobby boxes came with 5 cards per pack, 12 packs per box, 12 boxes per case. You average 2 autographs, 1 relic. It was the first time relics were introduced. Relics weren't in Prism. And 12 Prisms in each box. So the cool thing about Select is that you get 3 different cards for each fighter. They have tiers. So you have Concourse, which is your most common, and then you have Premier, which is a horizontal card, which is a little less common. I love Premier. I think they're beautiful cards. They really design those well with really good photography. And the final one is the Octagon side. These are really rare. They're really hard to get. And so, you know, for each fighter, you get those 3 different cards. And for each parallel, you get those 3 different cards. So let's say, you know, you have your gold out of 10, but you have gold out of 10 for Concourse, you have gold out of 10 for Premier, and you have gold out of 10 for Octagon side. So it's like, you know, it's kind of weird because they're kind of diluting the rarity, but it gives you a chance where, you know, I was seeing golds coming out of these boxes all the time. It makes it a lot funner break. I really enjoy, that part of Select. And I also think they just design, they're very elegant looking. They're beautiful cards. I'll go into the parallels. You have your reds, your blues. Those are all serial numbered. Not the most, coveted things. I've seen Select reds just not do very much at all. And then you also have your silvers and your tricolor and your scope. None of those are numbered. Same thing. They do okay, a little bit better than raw, but base cards, but nothing crazy. But then you get into your really, really nice stuff. This is the stuff that's in the hobby boxes that I love. The next ones are tie-dye. These are amazing cards. These tie-dye Select cards are beautiful, and they're out of 25. And then after that, you have your gold prisms. Those are out of 10. And then you have your green prisms. Those are out of 5. Still hate that. I don't understand how a green is better than a gold, but whatever. And then you have your black prisms, 1 of 1, which, are the most expensive things that you can get out of these things. Always, a 1 of 1 is going to be huge. And in Select, it's no different. There's also autographs, really good autographs. You had your first Cyril Gahn autographs. You had a lot of rookies. A whole bunch of people, you get those tie-dye autographs. They're beautiful. So you can also get autographed relics, which were the first time for this type of stuff. And the big cards. We're going to go into the big cards that have sold from Select and give you an idea of what this stuff is worth. The most expensive card I was able to find is a Conor McGregor 1 of 1 black card. That sold for $22,000. Second most expensive card I could find was a Khabib Nurmagomedov, a gold card, 10 of 10. That sold for $12,000. Then you had a green, which is out of 5, Conor McGregor, and this was a PSA 9. That went for $8,000. And now you start to see the Khamzats, which is kind of interesting because Khamzat has cards in Prism, but I didn't see very many, big sales. But I think it's because people are just holding on to Khamzat. I think Khamzat could be more expensive than Conor or Khabib. He's that hyped up. But so far as Select goes, he's had 1 green card that sold for $7,000. That's out of 5, and that was a PSA 10. Other cards that you get, I don't think I mentioned, but there's a zebra. It's a case hit. There's 2 case hits in Select. There's the zebras, and then there's also the silver octagon sides, and both are very rare, and they have a very high value. I like them both. I have a zebra. I have a silver octagon side. Both of these cards are gorgeous. So I have an Amanda Nunes that was a zebra that went for $5,000. And then the last card I have here is a Cyril Gahn 1 of 1 black prism that went for $4,500. So not the prices of Prism, but still really good for what you get. And honestly, I think these cards they're gonna age well because they're beautiful. They're really well designed and they're really nice. And I'm a big fan. And now it's time for my favorite part of every video, which is when I get to open some cards. I have a hobby pack of Select UFC 2021, the one we've been talking about for this whole video. Hoping there's something good in here. There's a million things. The ceiling for this pack is very high. You get, gold Khamzats or Yiris or Habibs or, McGregor's. It's a lot of money. It'd be really, really cool to get any of those cards. So that's what I'm hoping for. I know, single pack. Chances, there's only 5 cards in here. Chances of anything being in here, who knows, but at least it's fun to try. Need a little luck, so come on, let's do this, and let's open it. Let's see what we can get. Okay. Card number 1 is Shogun Rua. Looks like I got a hit in here. So, Shogun Rua, Cyril Gahn rookie, nice. And our hit is Kevin Holland. Oh, Kevin Holland tie-dye auto. Yes, dude. That's a beautiful fucking card. I love the tie-dyes. Tie-dye auto rookie, 5 of 25. Damn, that's a dope card. That was a good pack right there. I'm psyched on that. Kevin, I think, lost his last fight, but he's got a lot of personality, and if he gets the fighting together, he could be somebody. So I'm pretty hyped on that. And what else we got? We got Aljamain Sterling Premier Level Silver, and our last card is a Robert Whittaker, who is fighting Izzy Asanya in the next UFC pay-per-view. Got a little bit of hope for Robert Whittaker too. Maybe he'll surprise everybody. But that was a great pack. The Ciryl Gane and the Kevin Holland are beautiful cards. So once again, that's just gorgeous. Super happy to have that in my collection. The tie-dyes are like my favorites. They're really my favorite cards. And that's really what I was hoping for. So there we go. There we go. All right. So yeah, next thing we're going to do is now I got to give some cards away from my last video. So we're going to head over to the computer, and we're going to do a random comment picker, and I'm going to pick one of the comments from the last video and give away these cards, these Prism cards that I put up last video. We got a red Rob font, numbered out of 275, and then we got a Derek Lewis silver, and a Jan Blachowicz silver Prism. So yeah, I'm gonna give those away to one lucky winner. So let's go to the computer and see who's gonna win. Okay, everybody, it is time to pick our winner from last episode. So we're gonna go to that video, copy the URL, go to our YouTube random comment picker, put the URL in, click fetch. Filters are fine. Looks like we got 11 comments. Thank you guys to everyone who commented. Good luck. Here we go. Pick a winner. And the winner is Cam Quincy. Love seeing UFC cards pushed. Very excited for this heavyweight showdown. My pick is Ciryl Gane. Well, I picked Ciryl Gane too, and we were wrong about that, but I have a feeling Cyril's going to be around and kicking ass for a while, so he'll be good. Congrats, Cam. Hit me up with your shipping information. I'll send those Prism cards out to you. I'll also reply to your comment on the video and let you know you've won. Again, thank you all for commenting and supporting. And yeah, we're going to do another giveaway for this video. So let's go do that now. So to close out the video, I'm going to give some cards away again this month. Actually, I'm going to do it every month. I'm going to do it every time I make one of these videos. I'm going to give some cards away. And you know, all you guys got to do to win these is just leave a comment. I don't care what it is, just comment down below. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did this month. I'm going to go to the random comment picker and pick your name out. And if you win, send it to you right away, free shipping. So this month I have some Select cards. I have 3 Select cards from 2021 Select. This is from the H2 box. These are all from boxes that I've opened. This is an octagon side red Dominic Cruz parallel, red disco. These things are pretty cool looking with the disco balls. This is numbered 160 out of 199. And the next card I'm giving away is a rookie card. Gilbert Burns, rookie, silver, concourse. Not numbered, but Gilbert Burns is a really good rookie. And if you don't know, he's probably Hamzat's next opponent. So he's going to have a lot of hype behind him. So this will be a good rookie to have. And lastly is an auto. We got a Jessica Andrade Octagon Action Auto. Yeah, this is numbered 11 out of 249. And you got Jessica fighting Rose on the back. So yeah, you got an auto, a silver rookie, and a red disco octagon side parallel. Some pretty good cards. I just want to, thank you guys for watching and interacting with me. This is super fun for me, and I want to keep making these, and I want to give stuff back to you guys, so to make it worth your while. So thanks for sticking around. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think in the comments or anything you guys want to talk about, and I'll see you next time.